Maybe that's why he threw up yesterday. Started fourth wing. Oh, I finished that in like a day. It was so good. Hi, you. 10 out of 10. I saw Chewy do that and I thought, oh my god, he's so cute. And then I thought, is that the reason why he started throwing up yesterday? Maybe during the day I didn't see him and he started chewing on the Noches Buenas. And so I asked ChatGPT, my best friend. I said, are Noches Buenas toxic for cats? And they said, and it said, well, I'll take a screenshot and put it here. But in large quantities, yes, usually no. So I'm just gonna change it out of place, put it somewhere else, so that he doesn't eat it or smell it. I don't know if it's similar to tulips with the yellow things that are toxic to them. Maybe that's why he threw up yesterday. But okay, the more we know, look, I have a cat for the first time in my life, so, I mean, kind of. So, I'm learning. If you have any tips about do's and don'ts about cats, please let me know, because I'm new with this. I'm gonna make mistakes. Ugh. Hi, welcome to vlog day whatever. Honestly, the day is kind of over. I worked from home today, so I had a ton of meetings and there was nothing really too interesting to vlog. So this is probably going to be super duper short. But tonight I'm heading over to grab some dinner with a friend and her boyfriend because I haven't seen her in a few months. She moved to Bruges, and so we don't get to see each other as often. So come with me. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they already had dinner or drinks. So I'm gonna catch up with them and probably go to the Christmas market, finally. And then from there, we'll see. I still need to plan everything for tomorrow's get together. So you'll probably catch me late at night sharing some ideas with you and let me know what you think. All right. I also didn't show you what I bought at the thrift store. Thrift store, secondhand store. I don't know. Let me show you right now. All right. First off, we have some acorns. Are these called acorns? Pinitos? Piñones. They were 75 cents. And I think they're going to be great for decoration. I hope Chewy doesn't want to play with them. I also bought 4 of these. They were 75 cents each. And I figured it could be like a cute seasonal Christmassy drink. Maybe like a cranberry vodka or something. I don't know. So I have 4 of these. That's all they had. And last but not least, this jar for $2.50. Sugar or cookies. I don't know what you would like to put in here, but this is what it looks like. All right, everybody, let's go. I'm gonna be testing how the camera sounds without a microphone because I have issues with it, whether it's connected, linked, did I turn it on, is it too far, is it too close, is it on my clothes and making static noise? So let's give this a try. Hopefully it's a lot better.
Yes. With the phone?
Well, sometimes I use my phone too. I'm so happy to see you. She's back.
Yes, I'm so happy to see you.
You can flip it. You can also just do, instead of it being like that.
Going the wrong direction.
Yeah, that is really good.
Nice.
So landscape, portrait.
Hello.
Really?
Yeah, press it. Can you press it twice, the button?
Yeah, I had the same thing.
Yeah, that's the focus. There's another button to just...
Teach me! Wait, okay.
yeah, that's facial track.
So if I turn that off, and then oh wait, hold on. Let me turn it off.
Yeah.
You guys, we didn't go to the Christmas market. We had drinks. It was so much fun to catch up. But now I'm home. I ordered some Uber Eats. I'm having pasta. And of course, I'm watching Miss Steph Bower. I didn't film anything for you today, so I'm not sure what to do. What should I do? Should I do like a... I don't know. I'll think about it because I have to do something. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm gonna eat some pasta and watch Steph and Kylie. The pasta and size ratio is not okay. Come on, Bavette. Get it together. It's like 90% pasta, 10% sauce. What is that? I figured since I have nothing to show you, and this vlog is probably like 2 minutes long. So since ChatGPT is my best friend, I asked to give me a few questions that maybe I could answer. And there are several subjects. So let's run through it. I won't answer all of them. Let's just chat a little bit, you know? We have personal experiences, hypothetical or creative questions, pop culture and trends, would you rather questions, and travel and food, skills and hobbies, future aspirations, open-ended fun questions. So maybe I can just answer one of each. So hypothetical or creative questions. Superpower. I would like to have the power of Kilgrave. Is it Kilgrave? Let me double check. Kilgrave. Yes. The power of persuasion. I tell you something and you do it. But of course I would use it well. For example, if people are fighting, hey, stop fighting. If someone in politics is taking advantage of the people or their resources, hey, stop doing that. That's not okay. You know, the good stuff. The good stuff, the good stuff. If I say, Chewy, hey, Chewy, come cuddle with me, he comes cuddle with me. Kind of stuff like that. Pop culture and trends. Favorite movies, shows, or books? Oof. Favorite movies. The Imitation Game. Oh, it's so freaking good. The Imitation Game. Growing up, I truly enjoyed Hairspray. I haven't seen it in some time, but I could watch it over and over again. Movies. I've watched Wicked 2 times. I know there's more movies. I think of them right now. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Something Goes to Paris. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris? That's a really good one. What other movies? I think I've given 3. Let's try to do 5. The Imitation Game, Hairspray, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Okay, let's leave it those 3. But honestly, every time I think about movies, Hairspray never comes up. I know there's some more. There's definitely more. Some that always have me super intrigued are like National Treasure. Those of like Nicolas Cage. The buildup of the stories and how they have to search and find treasures, I love that. Growing up, Indiana Jones, I would also watch them with my grandpa. Love them. Anastasia. Teenage Star Girl was a my type teenage drama queen. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. I live for that movie. And then I watched it again and I'm like, girl, you are a pathological liar. And honestly, sometimes, me too. But I am her, she is me. Shows, and with an E, Glee. I really like Riverdale. Don't come at me. Once Upon a Time was really good and then it just wasn't. There's one that Miss Jane? That we're not getting another season, Jane. My Lady Jane. They should not have canceled that show. It's so good in Prime. Ooh, Cross on Prime is also really good. There's a movie that was... I know we're talking about shows right now, but I just saw something that reminded me of a movie. Take the Lead with Antonio Banderas. I watched it growing up with my mom and my dad, and it's an inspirational story. I really love that movie. It's a bit like Freedom Riders, but not exactly, but yes, but no. It's really good. or books. I would tell you which ones I liked that I read with class at school and then by myself. In class, The Book Thief, The Kite Runner, and I think that's it. I also read some playwrights, some plays. Streetcar Named Desire was really funny. Let's keep it at that. And then from my favorite, growing up, the Twilight series, I read one called Perfect Chemistry. I can't remember who the author was, but it's like about a guy. There's a very popular girl in high school who's a cheerleader, and she has a sister with some sort of, I think she's sick, and the popular sister falls in love with, I think his name is Alex, but he's like Mexican American, and he somehow got involved in like the cartels or something. Or a gang. I can't remember, but that one was really good. Don't come at me, but some Colleen Hoovers were really good. Ugly Love, Archer's Voice, Songs of Achilles. This year I've read. Let's talk about my favorite books that I've read this year. Let's keep it at that. Let's open Goodreads or Storygraph. Let's start from the very beginning. I'm Glad My Mom Died. That was a really good book. I gave it 4 stars. Light Lark, I was not a fan, but it was also the first fantasy book that I read besides Twilight. So I don't know if it was a bit hard for me to get into the fantasy world, but it was not my cup of tea. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, I gave it 3 stars. I read all of Harry Potter. I had never read it. I had only seen the movies. Really enjoyed it. The End of Policing. I gave it 4 stars. It was a really interesting book. Cuando echarle ganas no es suficiente. I gave it 4 stars. That's from Cesar Lozano. Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life. It was okay. It seems like a very typical self-help book. So if you've read many, it doesn't seem like it'll add a lot to that foundation. But I could be wrong. Maybe you see it differently. This year, I also found my favorite author, Kristen Hanna. First, I read The Women, fell completely in love. It's about women in the Vietnam War. Then I read by her also The Great Alone. It's a family that moves to Alaska and they learn how to survive. And a little extra more family drama in there. The Nightingale, also really good. Second World War, based in France. Just for the Summer, I gave it 4 stars, but I can't remember what it was about for the life of me. Oh my gosh, it's part of a 3-book series? I was not aware. I missed the first 2 books. I read 1, 2, 3 books of Anne of Green Gables because I really love this series and I wanted to read the books. The books are completely different and they are not as entertaining as the series. It is what it is. That's my point of view. I'm right, you're wrong, shut up. How Eugene says it. 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna. This was, besides The Women, The 4 Winds, those 2 are my top 2 favorite books from this year. The 4 Winds is based on the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl in the US. 10 out of 10. Then The Paradise Problem. It was nice after having so many serious and sad reads to have something a bit more funny. Then I read my first thriller, which was A Flicker in the Dark. I also gave it 5 stars. Another Anne of Green Gables. Then I went back into fantasy and I read Powerless and I really liked it. Well, I gave it 3 stars, but it was good. The storyline was really good. It was only that at some moments I was bored. But I like Kai. Then I read Powerful, which is like the novella, the second part. That one I really liked. I give it 4 stars. Then I started Fourth Wing. I finished that in like a day. It was so good. I didn't want to read it because It was yeah, it was all over TikTok, and I didn't know if I wanted to believe TikTok this time around. But you guys, they were right. Read it, read it. Right now, I'm currently reading Iron Flame, which is the second book. And but while I was waiting for that book on hold in the library, I started reading Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which I've read, The Love Hypothesis. Adam is one of my favorite book boyfriends. And so Bride was really good. It was short, it was like a nice read. So that's that. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Would you rather? Would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance everywhere you go? I do both every time. Both. Hello. You see? Yeah. No. I'm not choosing one or the other. I'm doing both. Well, if I could do both, I would do both because I kind of already do that. But I think singing everything is easier than imagine walking and you're dancing every. No, my body would ache. My throat would hurt too. Not have a voice. Can I see? Can I get napkin, please? No, sing. I have too many references about stuff. Yeah, and I would like to sing it. It's like the old YouTube videos of singing in real life. That's me. That's me. All right. Travel and food. Dream destinations. Where you've been or hope to go. I've been to so many beautiful places. I remember I created a notes just to keep track. I have been to many beautiful places. I believe I've been to 19 states in Mexico, maybe 10 in the US. I've also been to Brazil, the Dominican Republic, Belgium, where I live now, Italy. I've been too many times and I'll continue going back. There's too many different things to see. Korea, China, Switzerland, Netherlands, Croatia, Morocco, France, England, Scotland, Denmark, Indonesia, the Czech Republic, Spain, Germany, Luxembourg, and Jamaica. And if I wouldn't have written this down, I would not be remembering to tell you because that's a list. And places I would love to go. I would love to visit Australia. I would love to visit New Zealand. I would love to go to Iceland and Finland and see the northern lights. Iceland looks like a different planet with the waterfalls, the volcanoes. Finland seems like the perfect Christmas place. It seems very Dr. Seuss from the pictures that I've seen. Yes, I would love to go maybe in Christmas. And I would also love to go to. I would love to visit Nigeria. I've met a few people from Nigeria, and they're really fun and charming. But maybe also South Africa or Zimbabwe or something like that. I'm not sure. But for now, those are, I would say, like the top places I would visit tomorrow if I could. Skills and hobbies, hidden talents, show off a unique skill. I don't think I have any. I'm not unique. No lo sé, Rick. Let's go to the second one. What hobby would you master if you had the time? Honestly, it's not if I had the time, it's if I would dedicate the time to it and actually do it. I would really like to be a full-on master with sewing, like my mom and my grandma. They are fantásticas. But I would also like to produce music. That seems super cool. And if I could sing, yeah, I would dedicate time to singing lessons. Also, that would really be nice for my colleagues because then I wouldn't be bursting their earlobes. Lo siento, chiquines. Your aspirations. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? If you would have asked me this 2 months ago, I would have told you that I see black. I don't see anything. And when I spoke to some immediate family members about it, it seemed as if my feelings were not validated, and that made me feel a lot worse. But I think I'm a bit in a better place now, or at least I'm really, really, really trying to be. And where I would see myself in 5 to 10 years, it would be financially stable. I would like to be a bit more independent. Right now, I'm in Belgium because of work. I would like to have a stable, sort of a stable job. I'm not saying that the job that I have is not stable because it is, but right now I'm working with like a work visa. And so it would be nice to not have to depend on something and be able to pursue what I'm passionate about, which I'm still trying to figure out. But I would, if you ask me, where do you see yourself in a few years? I would see myself doing what I'm passionate about whenever it is that I figure it out. I see myself having a home, being extremely happy, having a beautiful family, excelling at whatever it is that I do, and hopefully inspiring others to do the same. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, before I moved to Belgium, I said I would have wanted to move back to Mexico and give back to my community. I had so many different projects in mind of what I wanted to do for my town. But unfortunately, there are things that when you keep on traveling and you keep on moving and you keep on educating yourself, sometimes no matter how much you want change, it's tough to go back to a place that doesn't want to be changed, or the people seem to not want to help make a change. They're stuck in the old ways, they're stuck with the old mentality. And unfortunately, oh man, this is so hard because I want to change lives, I want to help people. And as I'm talking about it, all of these different feelings that I had of wanting to do something for the children, for the adolescents, for the teens, to not go into doing bad things. The more I talk about it again, the more I want to do it. But at the same time, it's like, do they even want to change? Do they even want a different... Anyway, we got a little too... I need to center myself again. Maybe this is a discussion for another topic, but this is definitely something I should see in therapy because that was a whirlwind. Okay. Open-ended questions. What's a trend you'd bring back or eliminate forever? A trend that I would bring back or eliminate? A trend that I would bring back. There's a trend that has kind of came back for like a little bit, and it's when you say your pet's name and they're like right next to you and they're like, meow, I'm right here. That was a cute trend. Another trend, probably wearing sweatpants. I love sweats. I love sweaters. I love sweatpants. People dress super nice now. I got it, and it's not a trend. It wasn't a wait. What is it? I don't think it's necessarily a trend, but as a Mexican, you go to a lot of quinceañeras and weddings, right? And you play some songs like La Macarena, or even in like school dances, we had the wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby. Anyway, those types of dances, like dances that you do in your spot, other generations have been changing them. And don't get me wrong, I think change is good, but that wasn't broken. The dances were fantastic. Why are you changing the wobble? Why are you changing the Macarena? They started, dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. They started doing this. ¿Qué es eso? So I would bring that back. You know what I would bring back? I would definitely like to see more or hear more like pop punk, pop rock, alternative rock, like Boys Like Girls. I know Boys Like Girls is coming up with new stuff. Avril Lavigne also, My Chemical Romance as well. I would like to see some of that come back. And in Mexico, we had like Panda, Allison, Motel. Those were so good. I would love to see a resurgence of that. And Also, definition of perfection. She's like, oh my gosh, she's a perfect 10. Who sings that song? No, 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 have to wait, cause now you're on our first date. Letters and Lights. You're looking cute, alright. I don't know if you've heard of Letters and Lights, but that's those kind of artists. Letters and Lights. Who was the other one? Well, whatever was happening from 2010 to 2020, 2014. All Time Low was so freaking good. Mayday Parade. We the Kings. Oh! I would play We the Kings all day, every freaking day. The Main. A Rocket to the Moon, Secondhand. Oh yeah, all of those. I need all of those to come back. I would also bring back gifting handwritten letters. Sometimes you don't need anything, just a beautiful, nice letter, maybe a printed photo. What? Okay, now in the comments, if you guys would let me know an embarrassing moment, places that you're looking forward to visiting, something, a trend that you like or that you don't like. What are your aspirations, your goals? And if you could have a superpower, what would it be? Okay, I'm excited to read it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I'm supposed to have people over, and I don't have anything prepared. I don't know what I'm gonna feed them. I don't know what we're gonna play, but we're gonna be having hopefully a really good time. So I'll see you later. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.